Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts, Reviews, Off Times, Reminiscences. Today we're doing Satabosc or something like that. Now I picked up recently a wash with melody, the sort of melody I like as well. So we'll have a listen to the opening track on this album. I'm sure you'll find, as much as I did, what a glorious sound it is too. Boom. I think you can see straight away what I mean by glorious melodies. In some ways, they're not a in feel. Well, say it straight. Say what you mean. They sound like a Spanish fortress insofar as the use of the melody in that soaring fashion. It's summer here in the UK, which normally is indistinguishable from from spring and autumn, but over the years it's got more distinct thanks to climate change, and the melodies here remind me of this time of year when we have the swallows and swifts scooting through the skies, grabbing up all manner of flies for their young, probably for the most part, and similarly, I suppose, I remember walking down a sort of small tree-lined alleyway a few years back, and there was a street light one end and a street light the other. It's basically an alleyway between an industrial estate and more shopping retail party areas, but fields in between, if you will. And it was late summer and there were flies and moths everywhere, but everywhere as well there was about, must have been 200 bats flying up and down this alleyway, catching moths and any crepuscular flies, insects, and they swooped and flitted much in the way the melody does here. So it's a lively affair, that's for sure. band called themselves Anti-Fascist Post-Black Metal. As far as post-black metal is concerned, sometimes I can't tell the difference, sometimes it's more obvious, but I suppose the melodies there, people would suggest give it that post-black metal tinge to it. This always flummoxed me because I remember hearing similar melodies 30 years ago on a couple of Mystic Forest albums. So the DNA, if you will, of some of these post motifs are rooted in straightforward black metal. So I think it matters one jot. You know, what difference does it make? But it just show that a bit like a stick of rock, which I think we probably only get here in the UK. If you break open a stick of rock, there's some sort of wording from start to finish, and that's what the DNA of some black metal has throughout whatever part of the spectrum. I think I'm confusing myself now, but so I'll not say anymore. But suffice to say, wherever the influences came for this music, it does uplift, it is bright, and there's a positive charge to it, which you can't help but be invigorated by, I don't think. The exuberance of some of these motifs, even though the change in emphasis, the exuberance doesn't diminish at all. We're now positively bouncing along on a not quite so lead driven melody, but one that still gets you giggling nonetheless, and gets you bouncing a wee bit probably. If these bones still bounced, I would bounce too. But I'm bouncing on the inside, suffice to say. So thoroughly engaging, and it does, you know, whatever reluctance you might have had at the beginning of this song, it's been stripped away, and your enthusiasm should be by now through the roof, let me tell you. can't remember if this goes for a charge at the end, but these guys aren't messing about. There's never a dull moment, and the vista is constantly changing. As of now, where it's stripped back a wee bit, slowed down a wee bit. Quite like the vocals on this as well. I just mean to say this on the other occasions I spoke, but it's a form of black metal vocal I quite like. That sort of cross between the bark and the shriek, really, and certainly a bit of imp in there, goblin or whatever you want to refer to. Now then, no promises, but I think this goes out on a blast to the end, or at least a rush to the end, so hopefully I'm not misremembering what comes next. Looks like I'm mistaken. So there you go. I don't think I could have been more mistaken if I'd tried, but nonetheless, doesn't deplete, doesn't diminish the album or the track at all. And if you like that track, you'll like the rest of the album. Absolutely, well worth your money and certainly your ears. So there you go. Go get it. Anyway, click your bollocks. Catch you on next time. Cheerio.